What's good, everyone? Welcome to the Lion in the Rose podcast, your new favorite spot for crazy stories, bold opinions, and a few laughs. I'm Nilani Rose.
And I'm Emile Leone.
And this is our very first podcast episode.
Episode number 1.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How you feeling about this?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah, me too.
We've been talking about this for a while, months in the making.
It has been some we'll skip that. I lost my words.
Yeah, it's been some
trials and tribulations.
Yeah, trials and tribulations.
I love that.
Getting us up and running.
Yeah.
Up and coming. All right. So first segment of the day is thread dive.
We're going to dive into some threads.
Yeah. All right. I guess I can go first, or you want to go first, or?
Let's see. You can go first.
Okay.
I think.
So basically, thread dive. We're just gonna discuss a few interesting stories. I particularly found mine on Reddit today, and share a little comments, get your opinion. You can comment down below what you think. All right. So this is a "Am I the asshole?" thread. Okay. So. Am I the asshole for refusing to leave a wedding because I wore a dress that looks white under a black light? All right. That's interesting.
Under a black, is that what happens? Under a black light?
I guess so. Let's get into it. Let's read it and see what's going on. A few months ago, I attended a close friend's wedding with my husband. I wore a yellow dress. Think like Belle in Beauty of the Beast yellow. Bumblebee yellow. So yellow that I did not question if it was appropriate or not to wear to a wedding, and neither did my friends nor family. I arrive at the wedding. We have the ceremony, the cocktail hour, the dinner, and the reception. I get many compliments on the dress, and the bride even comments on how much she loves it several times. Towards the end of the reception, the venue dimmed the lights and turned on some backlights. Black lights, not backlights. Black lights. These black lights made my dress appear more white than yellow. A member of the wedding party approached me while the backlights were on and stated that I needed to leave because my dress was white and inappropriate. I stated that the dress was yellow, but the black lights were making it appear white. The member of the wedding party stated that if I didn't leave, she would make me. Okay. I stated I'm here to celebrate my friend, repeated that the dress was yellow, and said I will not be leaving early. Bride and groom hadn't left yet, and I came from overseas. The conversation, while heated, did not have raised voices or foul language from either side, but I will say it was tense. Okay. The wedding party member walked off and watched as they immediately went to talk to the groom, angrily pointing in my direction. The groom shrugged and continued to dance. Sounds like something you would do.
I mean, if the groom's fine with it,
yeah.
Where's the issue?
All right. So the next morning, I was approached by a different friend at breakfast, not in the wedding party, who stated that they heard what happened and that I should have left when asked because it made people uncomfortable. And that I made it about me partying rather than respecting wedding etiquette. I have felt incredibly embarrassed about this since. So am I the asshole for not leaving the wedding when asked? All right. So, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Me personally, she didn't wear a white dress. It just looked that way under the black light.
Yeah.
The groom didn't have a problem with it. I'm assuming the bride didn't have a problem with it either. I was going to suggest that she would go up to the bride and bring it up with her. See, like, hey, do you want me to leave because of the way this looks?
Yeah.
And got her opinion on it. So I'm surprised that she wasn't even brought into it. Maybe it was just the maid of honor trying to be top dog at the ceremony. I don't know.
Yeah, they just said
Was she?
Yeah, a member of the wedding party.
Was she a friend? She said, I'm here to celebrate my friend.
Yeah.
So she's a friend of the bride or the groom?
A few months ago, I attended a close friend's wedding with my husband. So it doesn't really say. So first let me start here. We had our 10-year vow renewal just last year. Last May.
It was last May. Yeah.
Last May. 10 years married. Well, now 11 years married. Yeah. 11 years now. And I wanted my bridesmaids and wedding party to wear white. So for me, I'm not the type of person who feels some type of way if other people who are not the bride or in the wedding party or whatever wear white. I
That's just really a rare case. You don't see that.
Yeah.
Ever anywhere. I was like, yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't care. So I wouldn't be the one to want to go up to her and tell her it's inappropriate and tell her to get out. So that's why it's hard for me to have an opinion on it, as far as like an opinion in defense of the person from the bridal party.
Right.
I can't have an opinion to defend them, because
I think that would have been a call for the bride and the groom to make.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
Unless the female or the girl or whoever was from the bridal party, unless she got word from the bride and was like, "Hey,
that's possible.
I don't like the way she's looking right now," and she just took it upon herself to go up to, the girl on the bride's behalf. But none of that was specified.
Exactly.
So from what I got to go off of, I don't think she's.
I would think I'm good to go.
Yeah. She's in the green.
Now let's read some of the comments, because I thought some of the comments were interesting. This first one says, "Who checks their attire under black lights to see if it passes?" And that's facts.
Yeah, those
right?
are facts.
Because I wouldn't even think if I'm wearing, like, for instance, if I wear this outfit.
Is that going to show up white?
Is it going to show
your
up
outfit
white?
Is pretty yellow.
Yeah. Well, it's more like it's like a highlighter, yellow greenish color.
Tennis ball.
Yeah. But my thing is, would it show up yellow under black lights, and will I be inappropriate, even though I didn't even think that? So that's a weird thing.
First off, was all that information in the invitations?
Yeah,
we're gonna have a black light party later on, so dress appropriately.
Yeah, make sure your outfit doesn't appear white under the black lights. Maybe that's something people need to start putting in their in their invitations.
If that was the case, that was a fail on the groom and bridal party. Then
someone said, yeah, they agree with that last person and said no one would have, because it's unreasonable. Also, every pastel or lighter tone dress would have looked white under the black light.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not an expert on colors under black lights.
If I was wearing like a lilac or a lavender or something, I'm assuming it probably would show. Or a teal, maybe. I don't know. Like those light pastel colors.
I wouldn't know.
I guess someone said maybe the bridemaid wasn't drunk enough to lighten up and enjoy the reception. So, she should have just relaxed and enjoyed the party like a normal person. Somebody recommended.
I mean, isn't it though? Like sometimes the bridemaids are under a lot of pressure
to
true. Make sure things go right.
Yeah.
Just for the bride, that's what she's there for. So, I don't know. Maybe she was trying to overdo it, trying to be overprotective of the bride, whoever it was. I don't know.
Now, someone said nobody uses black lights anymore. Did they travel back to the 90s? I don't know. I don't have no thoughts on that.
I mean, especially at a wedding. That's to me, that's a little odd.
It's a little.
What are you using black lights
why are you using black lights at a wedding?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
It's weird. So, okay, that's a few comments here. I think we can move into your.
Oh, ready for me to dive in?
Yeah.
I'm going to dive on in.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Well, I also pulled my thread from Reddit.
Okay.
It's another Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
It's an old one, but I came across it and I thought it was pretty interesting.
Okay.
So
Cool.
this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Accepting a Free Drink from a Stranger while on a first date? Now, I will give you a little bit of context first. This is, I guess, more of a question geared towards the ladies.
Okay.
Or a topic geared more towards the ladies. How would you react?
Okay.
If you're out on a date, and I mean, maybe if you're even out somewhere with your husband or something and this happens,
Okay.
What is it? How you handling this?
All right.
How you moving?
How would I handle it?
Yeah. So it starts out, I have no idea if I am wrong here. So I was texting back and forth with a guy for about a week that I met at a football game. We had seats next to each other and struck up conversation and exchanged numbers. Seemed pretty normal in text and definitely looking for a relationship. I was honest. I was up in the air for anything, but not that I didn't want a relationship, but I am not actively seeking one. Some of this grammar is just pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to fix it yourself. So boom, he invites me out to dinner and at a nice bar, and I was going out with my friends later on that night. So I figured it would be a cool pregame before I met up with my friends. All right.
Okay.
Are we understanding that?
Mm-hmm.
She met up with him at a bar. It's a pregame before she went out with her friends.
Oh.
She wasn't even going to stay a whole night with this guy. So I don't know. Things are going pretty good or okay. And we just grabbed some wings to share in a charcuterie board. I have a hard time saying that word. Charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
Along with a bottle of wine. When the waitress comes back, she has all the appetizers, the wine, and a shot. My dude tells her we didn't order the shot. And she points over to a guy sitting at the bar and says he sent that over for her. My date then tells the waitress that we didn't need it and that he appreciated the offer though. I'm not the one to waste free alcohol. And I tell her that it's fine, she can leave it. I was sitting facing the bar, and just as the waitress leaves, I'm grabbing the shot, and the guy who sent me this drink turns around and gives me an across the room cheers motion with his drink. So he's shooting his shot. He don't care. I do the same, and I'm about to take the shot, and my date is like, are you really going to accept a drink from another guy while you are on a date? I tell him it's just a drink and it's not a huge deal, and I don't even know that guy. When I take the shot and I try to keep talking, he's not eating and barely interacting. Then he just gets up and heads over to the bar. He goes up there, closes out his bill, and walks out the door. Totally leaving me there alone. So now the guy can probably come over and shoot a shot.
Yeah.
I tried to text him the next day, and he basically said I disregarded his feelings and that I was a bit of an asshole the way I brushed off what he was saying, and taking that shot was like a slap in the face. I really don't think I am in the wrong. I didn't flirt with the guy. He wasn't an ex. I don't even know the bar stranger. If my date didn't make a huge deal about it, we could have enjoyed the rest of the night.
Oh, so she would have hung out with him, with her friends.
I think she's just saying that now. But in the end, am I the asshole?
Okay. So
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. I actually really like that one. Personally, I think she is the asshole. I really do. Now I have two thoughts. Okay. One, if she was on this date and she already felt like she wasn't vibing and she had no interest, and she kind of saw the other guy who was offering her the drink and was like, maybe I can move on to him. And she was like setting that up, then yeah, I could see why you would be an asshole to the other guy. But regardless, either way, you're an asshole to that guy. Now, either way, you're an asshole to that guy. But my point is, I can understand why she'd accept the drink if she wasn't interested in him. Mm-hmm. But if she had any interest in moving forward with this guy, then that's completely disrespectful, in my opinion. I just find it completely disrespectful. Like, I would never go on a date with a guy and, I'm married now.
Can you officially call that a date? I mean, in the beginning, she labeled it as, I'm going to meet him to pregame before I go out with my friends, which means anything can happen during that time either. You know what I mean? You never know.
Did she label it as a date at all or not really?
I think he labeled it as a date.
Okay.
So he said, you're going to accept the drink from another guy when you're on a date with me, pretty much.
So just by that notion, first of all, I respect the fact that he expressed how he felt. Mm-hmm. He disliked it and he immediately stated it. He could have held on to those feelings, finished a date with her and just ghosted her after and never told her why he felt some type of way, but he didn't do that. He told her how he felt. She didn't respect it and he ghosted her after that.
Right.
So at least she knows why he felt some type of way. But I don't know. I just feel like,
I mean, maybe she was still in her, like, I'm out here, just doing me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I do kind of see her point. It's free alcohol. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like when I go through some of the comments, I can give you some more context on that, how people would have took it and how some people would have handled it.
I do want to know how, if me and you were on a date, we're married now, but if you and I were on a date and a guy sent a shot to the table and I took it, how would you feel?
Is it like a first date?
Yeah, let's just take it back there. Let's take it back to the first date. Yeah. We had our first date at a steak restaurant. So imagine if we were at that steak restaurant and a guy came.
Well, honestly, I think it's disrespectful.
Okay. That's
what I think. Just in general. You see me sitting here, I'm with this lady. You don't know what the dynamic of our being there is.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be there on some work stuff or we could be cousins or we, you don't know, but just sending over a drink and cheers and, it's just going to be like, okay, that's a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would stand
But here's the thing. Because like you just said, you don't know the dynamic of the situation, right? Mm-hmm. And if he sends over the drink and it's the wrong dynamic, isn't the girl supposed to send that drink back to show, hey, this is not the dynamic that you think it is. Like, this is a relationship.
I'm not here for this.
I'm not here for
I'm here with him.
Yeah, I'm here for him. So let me send this back to show you that.
Yeah. So I guess you're leaning more towards she's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Let's see. All right. The first comment was like, I guess, on your side too. It says, you are the asshole. People send drinks as an opening pickup line. You flirted with another guy and told him he had a shot while on a date.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I agree. That's my stance.
It's opening doors.
Yeah.
Letting people in. Some of these, I think people were trolling and they were making jokes out of it. This next one says, the guy says, some guy sent a drink to my wife with me sitting with her. We both have our rings on and everything. I took the drink for her. Good ass fruity drink too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he took the drink and then he was like going on with some other people. He was talking about how he took the drink and he turned around and toasted to the guy and drank the shot in front of him and everything.
Would you ever do that?
I would probably just send it away.
Yeah.
No. Y'all be getting roofied out here. Man.
Oh.
I can't.
That's another thing. You gotta be careful just taking drinks from anybody.
Yeah. This one is you are the asshole. Right. It's like going on a date and then flirting with someone else. It's basically telling the date he doesn't matter.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. See, honestly, she was on a date with me. I'd encourage her to take the shot. This guy, he's cursing in here. F to this day, I encourage my wife to safely accept any free drinks she wants, but this wasn't a date with me and her. Date made it clear he wasn't comfortable with it. I think he's saying if her date was cool with it, take the shot. But but since he wasn't cool with it, she should have sent it away.
But honestly, that sounds like some no offense, but it sounds like some broke man stuff. Like, oh yeah, if my wife can go in and get free drinks, I don't got to pay for it. So let her just have some other man pay for it.
I mean, that's broke man stuff, but that's also pimping. That's that.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go have some other man buy you drinks. I ain't buying you drinks. Like, then why am I with you?
I mean, that's just like what's that old additive? Like, it's you hear it in a lot of like the what are they? I don't know if they still refer to it as the red pill space. When guys are out there simping on these women, buying them drinks, and then they don't go home with them or go out with them later. They just go home and give it to Pookie or Ray Ray. No. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's kind of it could be looked at something like that and be like, yeah, you buy her drinks, she's still coming home with me. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That depends on your comfort level and your confidence level, I guess.
Yeah, but you also are letting someone else disrespect you. At least, because that man could look at that as like you're allowing him to push up on your girl.
Yeah.
Right in your face, that's just disrespectful in my opinion.
Oh, this one's interesting. If this happened when out with my wife, now I'd encourage her to take it and try to get one for me. If this happened to my wife and I on our very first date, we would not be married. You the asshole. Yeah. See, some people are comfortable in their relationship.
But why are you wanting another man to buy you a free drink? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I don't really respect that. I would feel some type of way if my man was like, oh, he gave you a free drink? See if you can get me one. Like, what? Like, what is this?
Yeah, but you can order the filet mignon tonight. Yeah. I ain't gotta pay for all these drinks. That's what that sounds like. Let's see one more. Yep, happily married. If this happened to me now, I would share the shot or drink with my husband, and he would find it hilarious. Yeah, some people are just comfortable.
Yeah.
With said things.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But yeah, those are the best ones for that topic for me.
Well,
but I would have to agree with her. I think she was the a-hole on that one.
Yeah.
Just me personally.
I can't find any angle of where I would think she wasn't being an asshole. And other than, only other way I would say that if he was being an asshole to her the entire date, and then she just so happened to have someone give her a drink and she's like, let me show you up, Yeah, no. But that would be the only way.
I don't know. He sounded like they both sounded like they were going to be trying to go somewhere with.
That's why I say like in this scenario
with her. With her. I mean, I don't know what he was at, or I don't even know what their initial plans were. Like she said, I'm going out with my friends later. Mm-hmm. I just met up with him to pregame. Yeah. Did she call him to come out to buy her food and stuff like that, or was he already out somewhere himself and getting ready to go somewhere? You never know. We didn't get that much information.
Yeah. No extra context.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you ready for the next segment?
Sure. What is it? What do we got going
Fact
on?
attacks.
Facts.
Yeah. So we're going to go over some interesting facts. Fact number one that I have, or should I only got one fact today, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
How many do you got?
I got one fact. Okay.
Do share.
So, strawberries contain more vitamin C than oranges. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
I wouldn't have guessed that either.
So why not drink like strawberry juice instead of orange juice?
Maybe. Says just one serving or about 8 strawberries provides more vitamin C than an orange. Plus, they provide only 49 calories, 12 carbs, and less than 1 gram of fat. So that's extra benefit. As an added bonus, these little jewels are thought to protect your heart, increase HDL which is considered a good cholesterol, lower your blood pressure, and guard against cancer. So look at strawberries. I didn't even
About to
know
start
all
making
of
them
that.
smoothies.
Yeah, I didn't even know all of that was in strawberries.
That is interesting. I mean, it sounds like it's a lot healthier, but I mean, and I guess it would depend on the kind of strawberries you can find. A lot of strawberries I find are pretty bitter.
Yeah.
And I just end up dipping them in sugar anyways.
True.
Some kind of chocolate drizzle or something.
You know what I never really thought about? Which vitamins are in fruits. I never actually, because you hear people say, oh, eat an orange for vitamin C, or, I think banana for potassium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Potassium?
I hear a lot of vitamin C. I think that's the most common one, but potassium, I think
that bananas,
potassium
right?
does have. I think that is in bananas.
Okay, so
sure.
Other than that, I never really was like, oh, what does a kiwi have? What vitamins does a kiwi have? Or I've never really thought about it like that.
What are the benefits?
Yeah, I never really. So I need to start doing
We got to start vetting our fruit.
Yeah, we do. Got to start.
That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah. You got a fact?
I do. I have an animal fact.
Okay.
My fact is a camel can drink 25 gallons of water in less than 3 minutes.
Dang.
That's a lot.
Less than 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Good.
Well, listen to this. A camel can drink a large amount of water, around 25 gallons, in a very short time, usually less than 3 minutes, due to its adaptations for surviving in desert environments.
Wow. How, though? How?
Well, let's talk about some stuff, because how I guess as a kid I remember hearing, when you're at camels, they store all their water, their fluids in their humps. But let's see, hump storage. Contrary to common belief, a camel's hump does not store water, but rather fat, which can be metabolized to provide energy and water when needed.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Rapid drinking. When access to water is available, camels can drink very quickly to replenish their body and fluids. Camels have specialized bodily functions that allow them to tolerate dehydration, including concentrated urine and the ability to raise their body temperature to conserve water.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to look up a YouTube video. I want to see I want to see a camel drinking water.
Yeah, they're desert animals. They've got there's probably years and years of evolution. That's
even if I wanted to drink that much, due to swallowing and stuff, I can't drink that fast. Yeah. So I definitely am interested. Well,
camels got them long throats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not like a giraffe.
They slurping it down. Your next one slurping.
So
that's my fact. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Okay. All right. So now we got this or that. This or that.
You can get with this.
Or you can get with that.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'm going to get with this.
All right. So my question is, would you rather have unlimited free flights or unlimited free food at restaurants?
I think I'm taking the flights.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Is there any limitations to where I can fly, or is it just unlimited free flights around the world, wherever I want to go?
Just unlimited. Go wherever.
How many times a year can I do it?
Unlimited.
Just unlimited everything.
Unlimited access. Unlimited access to everything.
That's flights. I don't think I would want to.
I would actually choose the free food at the restaurants.
Say it ain't so.
I only would choose that because I don't really like flying like that.
But how much can you eat?
I'm going to eat for the rest of my life.
I know that. You know what I mean?
Every day
You're going to be like,
every day I got to eat.
That just sounds so unhealthy.
I mean, why? I
guess it depends on what you... I can go to
a vegan restaurant. Yeah, I can go to vegan restaurants. I could go to all type of restaurants. There's so many different restaurants. Actually, just thinking about it is making me like want to go eat.
You probably just hit up all the sushi bars in town.
Oh, I love sushi. So yes,
That's
I would
how-
definitely
that's
eat
where
a
I
lot of
see it.
sushi. See, I can try the ramen bowl. I know you like
I know.
ramen.
Well,
So-
technically, I've never had any official ramen.
Okay.
I've only had
what you make.
the ramen noodles, at home. The oodles of noodles, cup of noodles, Maruchan top ramen. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. But I've yet to go to a official ramen restaurant.
One.
So
Yeah.
that's still on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The flights.
I'm hitting the jets. You know.
I mean,
I'm
it
flying.
sounds cool. Like I would love to say, oh, I could fly here, fly there, fly everywhere. But
Yeah.
as someone who doesn't really like to fly, it doesn't appeal to me.
I guess.
It doesn't appeal to me. I'll hop in the car.
But what about overseas? You can't
I
drive
can't.
overseas.
Yeah. I mean, I can get in a boat. There was some.
You gotta get in a boat. I've been trying.
There was some rapper. I can't even think of what his name is right now. I don't know if you heard of. I think he was on Drink Champs, and he was saying how he does not fly. And
I do remember hearing something about that. I can't remember.
I can't remember who it was
though.
either. And he was saying that he'll take a boat to get to where he needs to get to, and it'll take him way longer.
I thought it was. No, it wasn't Will Smith, was it?
No. Definitely not
Will Smith.
Will Smith
wasn't on
jumps
Drink
out of
Champs.
planes.
Yeah.
He has
For some
videos
reason, the
jumping
image of
out.
Will Smith popped up in my head.
No, it wasn't. It was a rapper. That's debatable with Will Smith. I mean, he had a couple of albums, but no, I can't remember who it is. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to Google it.
I do remember that being a topic on that episode.
He definitely said he would get on a boat and everything, and that's how I am. Now, granted, I might I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, flying
the food. What would you do? You know, I'm curious what others would do. Let us know. Let us know what you would choose.
I got one for you.
Okay.
Let's see. I think this one will be an interesting one for you because you like to talk and debate and things like that. So,
right.
Would you rather always have to speak your mind or never speak again?
I probably have to never speak again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really
That's shocking.
mean. I'm really mean. I'm like one of those people like who I'll be sitting, let's say if I'm sitting at a doctor's office, right? And somebody comes up and they're like all nice and friendly and they're like, hey, how are you? I'm like, why the F is she talking to me? Like, I'm not in the mood to be bothered. Just leave me alone. Like my inner thoughts are pretty mean.
And if you had to speak with your inner thoughts where you would probably,
no one would
I never thought about it from that perspective.
Because
someone can walk in musty. I mean,
yeah, you're like,
you smell kind of bad. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
the
crazy.
things that the brutal honesty, like you would literally ruin your social life.
It's almost set up like Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Like the Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. Yeah.
You couldn't tell a
That used to
lie.
be one of my favorite movies.
You
And that's
always have to speak your mind.
not being
or
able to
never
tell a
speak.
lie is horrible. Or just like having to always speak your mind. I mean, that's the reason why they always say everything isn't needed. You don't need to say everything. Everything isn't necessary to say.
That's
keep
true.
some things to yourself. So if you can't keep some things to yourself,
That's true. Yeah. Most definitely.
it'll be bad.
That is interesting. When I read it, when I was reading, I was like, of course, I'd, probably, want to speak, but then I was like, but you can't never speak again.
Yeah, I'll be.
That's
mute. They didn't say you can't write. I'll be on social media. They ain't say you can't write.
That's true.
They said speak.
That's true.
Texting.
Texting.
I'll use
Texting and,
text my thoughts.
and everything is just
Use written
very
language.
prominent these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just when you're in my presence, I just can't talk to you.
Ah, man.
Oh, you know what? I can type my message and have AI speak for me.
The robots.
Yes.
Where's the robots?
There's some workarounds. I'm sure there's some workarounds.
I would probably have to. You know what? I think I'd probably speak my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I probably would speak my mind because
bold.
I'm kind of like already reserved and stuff. I would probably, like to tell a few people what I think about something.
That's scary.
It is. It can be scary.
Yeah.
But I'm brave. I'm willing to take on the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I would go the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd be like Jim Carrey.
Let the cards lay how they're dealt. That's what it is.
Some people will like you, some people won't. It is what it is.
Love it or leave it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't need it. You can keep it.
So
I ran out of words to rhyme.
So our last segment of the day is good vibes only. We can end on a lighthearted. I don't know if this is lighthearted, but it's some current events that I thought were kind of funny. So first, there is currently two things going on in South Carolina that I thought were interesting. One was a news report saying that there are multiple emus on the loose in South Carolina.
What the hell is an emu?
Remember when we went to the zoo, those birds, we saw the emus.
Oh, okay. You know what? When you said that, I was thinking like alpacas or llamas, or I was like, is that what that is?
No, it's
okay,
like
it's a bird. Yeah, those big birds. Okay.
And then along with that, in South Carolina, they had 35 escaped monkeys out there as well.
Escape from the zoo?
No, it was a hold on, because I have to go to the article because I want to be specific. Well, first of all, let me just state this. There were 35 who escaped, but there are currently 8 only remaining that they haven't captured yet. So
somebody took them.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what
they escaped from a South Carolina lab. Now, mind you, I don't know what type of lab is.
28 days later type of lab. What in the world? And there hasn't been any kind of like
okay, I take that back. There were 43 that actually escaped. They had captured 35, which is why 8 remain. So it says that they broke loose a week before from the Alpha Genesis Primate Research Center in Yamasi. I guess that's a place in South Carolina. Let's see. They said that the monkeys are in good health. Now, my thing that I find funny about this is what the heck is going on? Let me go see what the emu situation.
How do you let that many monkeys escape from a lab?
You mentioned the emu and not knowing what that was. It looks like this.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see if we can get that in the shot
Well,
in case anyone
transpose that in the post or something.
Yeah, in case anyone was interested in what that looked like. Oh shoot. Let me pull this down. So they just said it was reports of 2 large emus running riot in the city of Loris in Horry County, South Carolina.
And I'm assuming those animals probably escaped from a zoo.
Actually, it says the bird's owner, Sam Morris, took to social media to plead with locals for their patience, saying, for everyone that keeps seeing an emu, yes, it's mine. There are 2 of them out. Morris said his 2 flightless birds broke loose 3 months ago, and local law enforcement officials were reportedly trying to tranquilize them in order to return them home. So
3 months?
Yeah, it says they are feral and not trained like the ones we have at the house. Thank you all for the concerns and questions. But I wonder where they are.
You can't find those birds for 3 months. Well, South Carolina that's probably there's a lot of wooded areas.
Well, yeah, and then in regards to the monkeys and I guess the emus at this point, locals advise the people to keep their doors and windows locked and to report any sightings to police and not to approach them under any circumstances.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
But
wild monkeys in the
yeah, I probably should have pre-read those articles first to get more context, but that was just a little quick little rough, not a rough draft. A little quick summary. Yeah. If you're interested in hearing more about those, you can look it up on Google.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you do? You saw just monkeys running down the street.
They probably gonna be running. They probably gonna be jumping on things and
they're gonna
swinging
be up in the trees and all over people's decks and balconies.
If I walk out of this house and saw a monkey swinging from the tree, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go back in the house. I'm gonna be scared.
It's not a normal thing around here. I mean, we see squirrels.
Squirrels. Ugh,
all kinds of other
annoying.
things. But
squirrels are everywhere.
But a monkey?
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing, like monkeys are strong. They're strong.
Yeah, they are. And these ones come from a lab, so they're doing testing on it and everything. So you just never know. So, and then the emus, I'm kind of confused on where those came from. If it came from like a private citizen's house, it sounds like
some guy's farm, or he has land or something. And
I'm a little confused.
He lost them 3 months ago.
But so what did you think about our first episode?
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
I know we still got some kinks to work out, and we're gonna refine this and make it top tier for everyone.
Yeah.
To enjoy listening to.
And if you like what you hear so far, make sure you follow us. We're gonna be available on podcast softwares as well as on YouTube if you want to see the visual. Yeah. And
so good.
This was nice. It was fun.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I'm interested in seeing what crazy stories we have next time. Yeah. We got to get something real juicy, real salacious.
Get something saucy.
Yeah. Just to.
Do y'all like it saucy?
But, okay.
Hot and steamy.
Well, this is a
good first episode. Congratulations.
He gives me a handshake for those. For those who can't see because they're listening on podcasts, he gave me a handshake.
Well, gotta keep it professional.
Okay.
I'll give you a hug later on.
Okay. See you after this.
Yeah. We'll meet up.
All right, guys. Well, that was our first podcast episode. We're so excited. If you like to see more of us and the crazy stories that we're going to discuss, the interesting facts, or just anything, please make sure you follow us. Come check us out. All right. Peace.